Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Otero Studios. I am your host, Sal Otero, and today we're going to do the top 10 artist pens. I'm asked a lot by fellow artists in the general population which pens and markers are the best. I usually don't have an answer because I use so many different ones, so I use a wide variety of pens and markers. So today I'm going to list my top 10, and we're going to start from 10 to 1. Hopefully you enjoy, and stay tuned. Starting off the list is Koi Coloring Brush Pen by Sakura Color. This pen is number 10 for various reasons. One being is that it's not as opaque as I would like. It's not good for filling in areas, and if you have a brush tip, you would most likely want to fill in an area. So it's still a great pen, very affordable, but I had to put it at 10. So on to the next one. Number 9 is the Prismacolor Premier Fine Liner Markers. I made a video before, about a couple days ago, where I got the sketch kit, and this is one of them that came with it. So there's a lot in the wild out there, and they're fairly inexpensive. So I put it low on the list just because you have to do multiple passes to get a really good thick line. Other than that, it's a great starter pen for you inkers out there. So number 8 on the list is the Faber-Castell, I probably butchered the name, PITT pens. These are pretty sweet. I started inking with this, so they have a special place in my heart. They offer gray saturation and heavy opaque black. The downside of this pen is that the nibs tend to wear down very quickly. When I used to buy these exclusively, I used to have to buy a S or XS probably every 2 or 3 weeks because I'm so heavy-handed. So that's why it's a little low on the list. Sakura makes pretty good pens. This is the Pigma Sensei line. These are nice because they come in different types of tips. So you have your chisel tips. I put it low on the list just because I'm not too happy with the saturation on it, but the nibs feel great, and just having the option to do chisel, there's like octangular shapes, so definitely has a wide variety. But if you're looking to experiment with lines and doing landscapes, definitely recommend the Sakura Pigma Sensei. Number 6 on the list is the Bimoji brush pens from Kuretaki. These are great for sketching with ink. They have a paintbrush feel and almost a brush type grip. I would definitely recommend this if you're going to sketch with ink. They come in different sizes and brushes, so definitely recommend the Kuretaki Bimoji brush. Didn't crack the top 5, but still a great pen nonetheless. Also from Kuretaki is the brush pen dual tip. This one's nice because it has a fine liner and the brush. This is great for sketching as well and lining. But the difference between this one and the Bimoji is that you can actually do your finishes with this. So you get a much richer black, and the lines look a lot steadier. I think originally it was a calligraphy pen, but it's made its way to comic books and manga. So definitely recommend the Kuretaki brush dual pen tip. And we're gonna go to number 4. The Pentel pocket brush. This was hard not to make it to number 3. This is a pretty sweet pen. I don't know if it's going to focus here. I love the kanji on it. Pentel makes a wide variety of stuff, but this one is awesome because you can refill the nib, or not the nib, but the cartridge. And the blacks are just so deep. So you could probably sketch a whole comic book with just this one pen. One caveat though is that it's $15 to $20 depending on where you shop. But if you're definitely serious about inking, this is one pen that I highly recommend. Now we're on to our top three, and these were tough to kind of pick a number one, number two, and number three. So I'm going to start off with the little brother of the Copic Multiliner line. This is the Copic Multiliner Disposable. The reason why it's disposable is you can't refill it, so it's a lot like the PITT pens and Microns. So the downside is that they usually cost $2, $3 more per pen. But if you use Copics, I definitely recommend it because it doesn't streak on the lines. So highly recommend the Copic Multiliner, and it is number 3 on the list. Now number 2 was tough because a lot like number 1, this has been a staple of mine for such a long time. This is the Sakura Ink Micron pens. Probably the most widely used one in the comic book creator community. I'm not sure about the manga community. They're versatile. The nibs are okay. They're not the best when it comes to durability, but some of the inks that I put down 10-15 years ago still look vibrant today, so that speaks to the archival ink that is in the pens. These you can find anywhere, and they're pretty inexpensive if you buy a set. If you buy them by themselves, they do get a little bit more expensive. But look out for these. My personal favorite is the graphic one. It makes a nice thick line. Now number one is the Copic Multiliner SP. This is the big brother to the disposable one. This one has a refillable cartridge and removable tip. These are very expensive. That's one of the biggest problems with it. They're usually $8 to $10 a pen, but it's worth the investment because when you buy one, you'll never have to buy another one again. The chassis on it is pretty sturdy. It's aluminum, so unless you chew on your pens, it's going to last you a long time. They work with Copic markers, and they're just a great marker, great pen to start with, especially if you're inking. It's water and Copic proof, right there on the pen. Let's see if it'll focus here. So definitely recommend this if you're looking to start inking and if you already use Copic markers. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this list. If you have any ideas for future lists, or if you just want to tell me what your favorite brand is, leave it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep it over 9,000.